edition.
Woo! All right, that got me going, right?
All right.
Hey, so we're here, and we are, thanks to Kim,
On air.
live and on the air. Knowing there's no tomatoes, we're right back at you, giving the people what they want.
Giving the people what they need.
Hey, look, we're breaking this down from a fundamental standpoint. We are back in our home base.
We went mile high for a while.
Yes, we went mile high.
More than mile high, which is why we had headaches.
7,400 feet in Monument, Colorado. Shout out to the Colorado crew. Vin, Denise, Justin,
Charlie.
Quit
making out with people in the kitchen.
Exactly, man. Especially when we're trying to video.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. It was an unbelievable weekend, and love hanging out with our friends, my Marine Corps bros, Semper Fi.
And we also visited the Gardens of the Gods. It was really cool.
Yes, so we hit the Garden of the Gods, which is awesome. It's like a bunch of rocks, but it's cool because it's free, first of all. And
the other awesomest thing in the world was...
okay.
You tell them.
Okay, so Monument and is near Colorado Springs, which is near the Air Force Academy. That Saturday happened to be the Air Force was playing Navy, so we know it's a battle royale, and the Air Force brought out all the stops for their flybys. They had a B-1B bomber, they had two C-17s, they had F-35s, and we're at the Garden of the Gods, just like taking pictures of all these unbelievable rock formations. Oh, and then here comes four F-35s just over your head, like 10 times. Hey, for a person like me, a Marine like me who was aviation ordnance, I spent 11 years on flight lines and around these aircraft. It's still exciting, but tell them how it makes you feel.
It made me lose my mind. I felt like I was in the movie Top Gun.
Yeah.
I mean, they were zipping by, and oh my God, I was so. Every time they came by, I would scream like it was the first time. It was awesome.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to go to an air show, you should probably do that, especially if they're going to be aircraft like the Thunderbirds or the Blue Angels there. Oh. But then you get a chance to get up close and personal with these aircraft. Oh. And one thing that I will attest to is the arrogance of fighter pilots. But after seeing what you saw Saturday,
well deserved. Like walk your walk, man.
Yeah. So Maverick and Goose and Iceman, yes,
dude.
Yes,
I bow down.
So that was awesome. So we came down out of the hills. And down into the plains, we drove like 500 miles through literally a 500-mile storm.
Oh my God, it rained.
Snowed first out of Monument, then rained all the way from out of the plains on I-70 till we got to Topeka.
Home of the Evel Knievel Museum.
Exactly. Okay, so what we got next, man?
Well, you have excitement going on in your sports world right now because your LA Dodgers.
Okay, so the Los Angeles Dodgers have got me on this roller coaster again. I told Christina about it. This is what happened. So like we get through the ALDS. We were picture us. Hey, you Californians, picture yourself being on the log jammer. You're gonna take it easy on that one. It's got a big dip at the bottom.
At the end.
Yeah. Then you get off that. Now in the NLCS, and we're going against the Milwaukee Brewers. And now, earboxing time. Now we're getting ready to get on the Revolution because it's going to be a bigger ride. And we tied the series up 1-1, headed back to LA. I am stoked. But
we're loving it, LA.
And you know what though? I'm enjoying it. Less sports stress, but enjoying the fact that my team is still in the party. Chip in the chair.
David Freese, do your stuff.
Ooh, David Freese got robbed of a 2-run home run by Lorenzo Cain yesterday. But that's okay. We still Justin Turner with a huge 2-run bomb in the 8th inning.
Frosty Lucky Charms.
Yes.
Magically delicious.
Okay.
All right. Next thing. We'll move on to NASCAR now.
Okay, let's talk some NASCAR, man, because we got a lot of stuff going on.
Big shakeup this week.
Okay.
Breaking news everywhere.
Breaking news, okay.
The dream team is done.
So, if you haven't heard, Jimmy Johnson and his crew chief of 17 years, Chad Knaus, are splitting. It's after 17 years, 80 wins, 7 championships, 5 in a row.
5 in a row.
So for you people who aren't familiar with NASCAR, let's just equate it to this. They started in 2003. So this is the time that the dynasty for the New England Patriots was just getting going, right? So it's literally that amount of time. Now, actually, Jimmy and Chad have won more championships than have the Patriots.
That's right.
So watching this separation is a huge thing in NASCAR.
And so Jimmy Johnson will get, first of all, Chad Knaus is going to go to the 24 of William Byron.
Byron, the young gun, William Byron.
So he's going to be the crew chief there.
Yep.
And then who's going to be Jimmy's crew chief?
Okay, so it's going to be Kevin Mendering. Okay, so Kevin Mendering is coming over from Junior Motorsports, the Xfinity, where he was the crew chief for Elliott Sadler. Okay,
right.
And as you guys know, Elliott Sadler no longer going to be racing full time in Xfinity, so he had an opening. Kevin Mendering does have a history with Hendrick Motorsports. He was actually the car chief for the 48 car, which is one step below the crew chief.
That's right. So that was some big news.
Huge news.
And we still have some more news about the drivers, because this is still the season where they're just
silly season. What do we got going?
So we have Levine family, the 95, where Casey Kane is currently, and Casey Kane's done for the year because of health issues. He's done racing, and so his career is basically over, and he's retired now.
Yes.
And so they've tapped Matt DiBenedetto to drive for the Levine family.
Or as Nick calls him, Matt DiBurrito.
Yes, and I see that on Twitter,
it's kind of funny.
And then they're going to go to Toyota and have a JGR alliance.
Yes. So we'll see what kind of scraps that Joe Gibbs throws them.
Because now that they're not with Truex's team, they're going to just align with somebody.
Yes, there's going to be extra equipment to go.
Hunt's Brothers is going to be the major sponsor for the number 4, which I don't understand what that shakeup is about, but there was a big announcement about that.
Yeah, so Kevin Harvick, whose main sponsor has typically been Jimmy John's right now, right?
Jimmy John's.
And then Busch Beer, and Busch Light, all that stuff. So we'll see how that all shakes up. There's a lot of moving parts. There's still it's like a musical chairs, right? Consider it that. Music stops, boom, sit down where you sitting.
So Almodinger's out and Ryan Preece is in.
Yep.
Bain and Kenseth are out for the 6 car and Newman is in.
Ryan Newman is going back home to Roush Racing.
Kurt Busch is still a free agent for the 41 car.
Supposedly has two contracts on his desk.
Jay McMurray, number 1 car, is out, and they haven't named a replacement for that yet.
I'm pretty sure he'll be taking McDonald's with him, though, I would imagine.
He is a clown. The 31 car of Ryan Newman, so since he's out of that, Daniel Hemrick is in for
another young gun. Are there going to be any drivers left in Xfinity or trucks?
And then the 19 car is in limbo.
That you could see Daniel Suarez maybe re-upping, or it could be Martin Truex stepping into that ride. We shall see.
All right, so now we'll do you a quick Dover recap. We were
mile high, and there was just chaos going on. We had a lot of people over, so it was a little difficult for us to follow the race, but we did. Quick synopsis is this: here we go again. Kevin Harvick was rolling. He won stage 1. He won stage 2. However, he did not win the race.
No.
That race win went to
Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott with his second win of the year, and now has punched his ticket into the round of 8. The interesting thing about this race was that the big 3 all had issues, right?
All had issues.
You want to talk about any of those? We had pit road, right?
Kyle Busch had a speeding penalty on pit road that caused issue. Kevin Harvick had a tire. They weren't sure about a tire, so he had to come back down.
Yep.
And these kind of mistakes will lose you the championship come Miami.
Right. So now it's already tight, but for these guys, they can survive this mistake because of how many points they have. Mm-hmm. But next round, maybe not so much. Anything else you want to mention about this race?
There were 5 cautions for 31 laps, 15 lead changes among 8 drivers. And they didn't. The qualifying was based on points
because of inclement weather. It was rained out. Now I will say, my guy back here, Brad Keselowski, he had to lead late again.
Yeah.
But then his pit strategy ended up getting into an accident with Eric Almirola when Eric Almirola ran out of talent on the outside of him.
And Eric Almirola was kind of mad because they kept having these restarts.
Yes. Eric Almirola was literally like 8 laps away from winning this race, and then here comes a caution, which his teammate caused, who had a flat tire, came back in, didn't fix the body but changed the tire, blew the tire out, hits the wall, costing Eric Almirola this win.
So anyway, so that's basically the recap.
Yep.
You want to go over the points real quick?
Yep, we're going to go over the points. Why not? Why not? Let's go over them real quick. So, as you can see, hey, remember, right there's the cutoff, right? This cutoff, things are really, really tight. You can see Chase Elliott right here with this win. He's locked in. He's going through. We have the big three up here. They have a pretty substantial lead. Cushion. But they still want to have a good day at Talladega, and we'll talk about that in the next podcast. Right down here, a guy like Brad Keselowski, a guy like Blaney, they're right there on the edge. They're 10 points and 21 points to the good of that ninth spot. And 4 guys have to go home.
Yeah.
After next week in Kansas.
Still struggling from his results of some bad luck.
Absolutely. So Logano's up here, and let's remember Logano, he did win last week, last race at Talladega, which again we'll get into. But there's a lot going on, lot that we need to talk about. This was a good little start. Come and join us here in a few minutes. We're just going to reset. And we got to get you guys set for Talladega. Let's do it.
Bye.
See ya.